Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the show. Today's episode, we are going to be discussing the Supreme Flight Open recap, and oh boy, was it pretty cool. Disc golf season has started, and we are stoked.
All bogeys, no birdies.
Yeah. No more hammer fisting because it knocked my fucking jackalope right off the wall.
He got fired up. He got too fired up, knocked the jackalope off the wall, and now we're jackalope free.
Yeah, well, it'll come back eventually. I'll rehang it. I'm just excited that disc golf started back, man.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, the disc golf gods, the Juggalo Jaws, they blessed us with some great weather down in Florida. I mean, it was way better than last year for sure, and I think with the better weather, which I would assume that weather is probably like the normal Florida weather for this time of year, that it's a great place to start the season.
Yeah,
that course is awesome.
I actually didn't ever see what the temperature was, but it looked like it was fine. Whatever it was.
Who cares what temperature? It was definitely warmer than it was here, and there was no rain, and really not any wind. Like it was perfect weather,
very perfect conditions. Looks like all 3 days.
Yeah, it was great.
Super excited to have the season start, man.
Yeah.
And first thing though, I want to get out of the way is it does seem that the streaming quality continues to struggle. Did you have any issues on your end?
At during Thursday, during the All-Star, I having a problem getting signed in, or for it was just buffering, and then I just signed out and signed back in, and I didn't have any more problems the whole. I mean, there was some pixelated shit, but I mean that's to be had.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You're right. Now that I'm thinking, like it's almost like we can't really complain about it because we know what we're getting when we pay for it first, and it's not as big as the other sports, so the quality just isn't
I didn't like the quality. I mean, it's $7 a month, so
sure.
I'm not gonna really bitch about it too much.
I saw some 360p.
So see, mine. I don't think mine was that bad. I don't think I ever had any really bad quality issues. I mean, when they got down in a hole, like around hole 6 or something, it seemed like maybe it kind of got a little shitty sometimes. But I didn't. Yeah, mine. I didn't have any issues the whole weekend.
I did. I did, and also still with the app. This is the whole episode I'm just gonna bitch about.
I mean, this is just the same shit we do every year. I mean, we're just repeating the same shit we did last year.
Well, maybe they'll hear this and fix it.
I doubt it.
But yeah, I definitely had to force close it a few times. I'll let it go.
Yeah, the app's not the best, man. It's definitely I'd be watching it or have it playing and be doing something and listening to it in my ears, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And I had to come back and restart it. There's definitely issues. Hopefully it'll clean it up. I'm not, like I said, I'm just stoked to have it back. I'm stoked to have live disc golf, and hopefully they'll work on it. It's not perfect, that's for sure.
I want perfect.
Well, $7, you're not gonna get fucking perfect.
Should we start off with getting it out of the way, talking about the I guess what the internet's calling Simon Gate?
Yeah, because I think it's a big nothing burger, but
it
needs to be talked about, I guess.
But one takeaway that I got from it is the commentators, and what we're referring to, in case you don't know, Simon threw a shot on 17?
No, 16.
Yeah. On hole 16, and it crossed OB, and when it came back in across the little OB string, a stat keeper, volunteer, mind you, got tripped up on it and almost positively held it from coming inbounds, kind of caught up on the string. And the internet went nuts. A few people on the disc golf internet went nuts, claiming that, I wonder, people are trying to make it more of a thing of like, do you think he did it on purpose, which is dumb.
That's retarded.
But my big takeaway from it is that the commentators didn't mention it. I'm guessing that's probably just so, to keep the volunteers from being under fire. I know last year with the Garrett Girthy chest hit thing, the roller incident, I know that was
So that was dumb. Like that dude tried to straddle it. Like he kind of deserved to catch a little shit, even though he was a volunteer. Like this, if anybody was at fault, it was whoever put the string down and lifted off the ground. Because I mean, it was obviously not tight to the ground because Ezra, a few cards later, if not the next
the
card,
next round.
yeah, same round, couple cards.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I thought it was the second round for Simon.
No, I thought it was third round, right?
All right.
Or maybe it was the second round. But he caught his foot on it, and he was just walking. So, like, if it was that high off the ground where you catch your toe on it just walking by, that probably needed to be tucked in somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you do it, but
Sure. But that's the one takeaway that I got from him. Like, oh, I guess they're not going to say it because they kept mentioning like, yeah, it just got hung up on I think they said out of bounds stake at one point, and they just never. And they showed it in slow motion of the kid's foot like yanking it up.
yeah, he was definitely hung up.
Felt bad for the kid. It looked like a younger gentleman.
Yeah, yeah, he did look young.
Shit happens. This is what we have to talk about because this is the craziest thing that's happened over the weekend. Other than that, just some badass disc golf was played.
Yeah, it was great. Like FPO was awesome. The MPO was, I mean, both of them. The FPO was tight and exciting, and then just watching some crazy play out of Ezra was exciting. You know, it wasn't as tight. I mean, he kind of ran away with it, but it was good disc golf's fun to watch regardless.
Yeah, and I love the course. Like I really do. It makes me want to go down there and play the women's tees or the women's pins, whatever. I want to do that.
The women's layout. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think I'd want to play MPO.
No.
it'd be rough.
Yeah, I know we had a buddy that went down there and stayed last year and played it like every day.
He played it a lot. Yeah, he loves it. He said it's his favorite course he's ever played, and he's played everywhere.
I wouldn't be against the Pro Tour maybe having one or two other Southeastern events in the beginning of the season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to be in Florida and then the next event be all the way in Waco.
Yeah,
I mean that's a track all the way across the country. That's going to be tough on the players. I mean, money wise, especially if you're from the West Coast, right? I mean, you're coming from the West Coast to the East Coast and then back out to the West Coast, or not West Coast, but Texas.
Yeah, coast to coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the people that didn't make it were probably in Texas at that expo. No slight to the Disc Golf Expo, but I did see some content over the weekend from the expo. I'd love to go to one of those expos, don't get me wrong. But I wondered, like, how bare is that going to be with everyone being in Florida?
That said it was bigger than the one in. I mean,
really?
not with the players, obviously.
Yeah,
but like the attendance. Yeah, it was might have been. They were expecting it to be higher than the one in New England.
We could have actually got into the Disc Golf Expo South. They're like, if you guys want, I guess. Courtesy violation. But you want to go ahead and start with FPO?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we always start with the FPO because women always come first in this podcast.
So first off, congratulations, Ella Hansen.
Yes.
That was amazing. But I will say, don't get me wrong, three-way playoffs, that's crazy exciting.
Three-way and FPO, that's fun.
That's fun.
That's fun.
Who's going to say that's a bad time? But man, there were just so many instances where all three of them could have sealed the deal. And I was like, well, shit. Evelina, to begin with, missing. She started off so hot with the putter. Like, I don't remember what hole it was, but hell, I think it was kind of early or maybe midway through the last round, she started missing them. And yeah, McCulley called it, we cursed her for sure. I mean, I made a meme. I was like, oh, somebody learned how to putt, just like the Happy Gilmore thing. And right as I posted it, she started missing putts. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I did the same thing to see Nick on Friday. But I'm done with posting the middle of rounds people I like.
Yeah, because she could have definitely taken that.
Yeah, there was some flubs, right? I mean, like Ella should have won it in regulation, and which she had. She talked about it. She said that her drive, it came up a little shorter than it had the rest of the rounds, and she actually dissed up a little bit and just got the nose angle a little bit wrong. to me, who am I to judge? I mean, she shot what 1,004 rated event, I'm pretty sure, which is her highest event, I believe, so far. So I'm nowhere near as good, not even close, and I shouldn't be judging. But
No.
with a upshot from down there, and I've never played the course, I've never even seen it. It seemed like she had a lot of footage in the back, like she had plenty of space behind the basket to just make sure you get up with maybe like a force over turnover to get up the hill, and then all she would have had to do is lay up and tap out.
Yeah.
But she went with the forehand, got the nose angle off, didn't cross, had to go back to the drop zone. We ended up with a playoff, which was fun.
Exactly. It was exciting to watch. But like I said, I was almost kind of irritated to be like, oh, you could. There were so many of those instances where like, come on, just do the thing, especially with Evelina. Like I got that a lot where I was like, oh no, it's back to her old ways. I see.
Yeah. She lost her confidence, man. It's
yeah,
weird.
I think
wild.
it's nerves. I don't know. I'm not in her head. I'm not even on the level she's on. But it's got to be nerves, right? It has to get to her head. It has to have gotten to her head.
I don't know if it's nerves as much as it is confidence. Like I don't think it was. I think
go
it's
hand in hand, though, right?
You can not be nervous and still not be confident. I mean, like I know when I guess you're right. But I'm not nervous putting. But when I'm unconfident putting, I don't putt well.
I'm actually always nervous.
So
and then sometimes I perform well.
Yeah, I'm not ever really nervous, but once I miss a putt, it fucks me up. Like, especially something I made. I think confidence. I mean, confidence is key when it comes to putting.
Yeah,
and she was doing so well. Like she was doing great. And
well, she needs to practice confidence.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe she needs to practice her confidence. Regardless, Ella Hansen took it, and who of a better person, really? I mean, she's a sweetheart of a person.
Yes, I'm a big fan. I love Ella. I really do. She's so good from both sides. Like that's why she's. I don't know. I don't want to go crazy and be like she's gonna have a hell of a year. I don't want to. I don't want to go crazy, but like she is. I mean, she's one of the farthest throwers, right up over Evelina. But I believe her forehand's probably a little bit better. It's come with her, and I guess we're gonna say this about every fucking body. It comes down to her putt, Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, do I know that struggle.
Yeah. Yep.
So being like top 5 in FPO is basically like having my putting. Just kidding. Dude, I cannot count out Owen Scoggins and obviously a bunch of other names.
Yeah, Kristen.
Yeah.
She's solid.
But you want to do the stats crazy?
Stats crazy. Well, I do want to say that it was pretty awesome and impressive that she eagled both the playoff holes. Like she eagled that not the first time through because they played 18 3 times essentially regulation and then 2 playoff holes, and then that the second time she eagled it's when she won. But that's pretty good. I mean that's pretty solid. I do wish
2 eagles
I wish
seal the deal.
Yeah, I wish kind of that they would play different holes, maybe 18-1 18-1 or something. Like I know that there's like logistics and like the MPO's already out on the course, but it just seems like what if that hole was a hole that she was great at, which she is, obviously she eagled it, and maybe one of the other players in the playoffs wasn't the greatest at whatever shot that needed, but she could play one as well. I don't know.
I get that. I do, but I actually liked it being only on 18 too, because there's so much room for error on that hole.
Yeah, that's true, and it's a fucking cool hole.
Yeah, to go and for her to finish eagle, that has to feel pretty rad.
Yeah. Said it was her first playoff that she'd ever been in or won. I can't remember.
It was her first playoff ever,
and she won it. And like I said, it's a 10:04 rated round. I don't know if it's official yet, but that's her highest rated event.
We're gonna give it a 10:05 rated courtesy violation rating.
Yeah,
official.
A bumper up one.
Yeah, we'll bump her up one over here.
Stats crazy.
Stats crazy.
Well, first off, we all jinxed Evelina. That's what I had. And she went from hot to not on the putting. Round 1, she was 12 from 13 on C1X. That's 92%. 1 from 8 in C2. Average putt was 15.2 feet, 274 total feet, and her longest putt was 36. So she went 92% C1X round 1. Round 2, 9 of 11, which is 82%. Let's just focus in on that because that's the big one. And then round 3, 6 of 13, 46%.
Ooh. Yeah.
So that's the big drop off there. That's
sure.
That's kind of where she lost it. Now listen, she was still in it. Like she was still in it to the fucking end. So once again, repeating ourselves, regurgitating shit over and over and over. Evelina can still win even when she's not putting the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now those 2 rounds that she putted well got her up in there. You know what I mean? I don't think she could have been up in there if she would have putted, like she did the 3rd round the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm looking at Evelina's fairway hits are, man, 15 of 21 on round 1, 14 of 21, or no, Jesus, 67%, 14 of 21 on round 2, 81%, 17 of 21, round 3, I think. Yes, that's pretty sick. 71% fairway, 19 of 21.
That's what Ella had.
God damn it.
Yeah, Ella had 19 and 21 the last round. That's what won her. That's what won. That's what won her the damn
Let's
tournament.
pull that up because that's fucking hot. 100% scramble rate for Ella Hansen. 19 and 21 of fairway hits
on that course.
Yeah, yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the way.
She only won OB once. I mean, that's where she won. Was those fairway 19 and 21? That's nuts.
Yeah. You know what I think though? Fuck Sawgrass.
You didn't like Sawgrass.
I like them as the obstacle. Sure, you know they're there. You know what you're getting into, but man, it's dangerous. That with the barbed wire.
Yeah, that one fence comes in play both 2 holes too, I guess there's goats there whenever people aren't playing.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they could.
You got to keep the goats in. Though.
You got to keep the goats in, but I'm thinking maybe a different alternative.
Did you know there's not actually a 2-meter rule from like barbed wire?
But
it's not in the rule book. It's just like a thing.
Tournament director specific. Okay.
Yeah,
because I know that some places do that. I know they do it there. For throw down the mountain.
Yeah, well, I think everywhere. Pretty much anywhere there's barbed wire, you get 2 meters, but I don't think it's actually in the rule book.
Okay. Very interesting. Go for the Atta Girls. This is just honorable mentions. You want to go there first?
Yeah. We'll go Cat Merch. What a solid final round. 8 down. I'm pretty sure they either set the course record or tied the course record.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it was hot.
You can't be upset about that finish.
No, and she had those 2 bogues in there, dude. That she could have just parred those. We're looking at 10 down.
Yeah, it was a hot round. And in between holes, she was doing push-ups and yoga.
Yeah.
Just being a clown.
That's 10-28 final round.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's solid as hell.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, 10-28 officially rated round. Unofficial, rather.
Then we got Macy Valdez, which is like a little local or hometown girl, East Tennessee girl, come back her first tournament postpartum and ended up in 5th place and was right there on the lead card the whole fucking weekend.
Man. I was very surprised and also pretty proud to see some East Tennessee love in there.
Yeah, she did great, man. I can't wait to see. I know she's not playing the full schedule, so I'm not sure. I know she'll play MCO. I'd say that might be her next one. I doubt she'll go out west to Texas. I doubt she'll make the Texas all. But she always plays well at MCO. I mean, I know she's been on the podium a few times. So I mean, we might see her up there again. Maybe get that dub.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she got one this year. Also, Silva Saarinen with a 6 down final round.
Business lady.
Also coming alive, dude. That was awesome. I know that's your gal. MVP reasons, of course.
Yeah.
You like her plastic.
I like her plastic. Yeah. I like the way she doesn't smile.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her emotionless face.
No, yeah, that's because she didn't start great. So
No.
she pulled it together, and I think she jumped up like I can't even remember how many spots. It was crazy.
Yeah. Before we get to MPO though, let's take a little break. Talk about our sponsors.
Let's do it.
And affiliates. What do you say?
Do it.
First off, Russell Disc Golf.
The best in the business.
We talk about them every week. He's easily the best place for your one-stop shop in quality used disc, from high-end throwers to high-end collectibles to budget-friendly throwers. Yeah, let's pull up a few of these. What do they got on the showcase right here?
Everything's nice.
Everything's nice on
Look
this.
at that.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, that's a new. No,
That's more of a high-end collectible. Could you maybe show us some budget-friendly throwers? No, that's a nice Silvasar and a new particle photon plasma plastic.
Night glow.
Yeah, so go over to russelldiscgolf.com and peruse his inventory.
Yeah, there's no telling what you'll find. Like,
no, he's got shirts.
Yeah, sweet shirts.
Yeah, do that actually. When you buy a disc from him, also go ahead and buy a Russell Disc Golf some apparel, like a hat. He's got mini markers, grip bags, of course. Those shirts are sick. The design is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Not too loud, but kind of retro looking. It's got the mountains there.
Go buy Frisbee shirts, minis.
Oh, there you go, Gibbs.
I've already got those.
Okay, yeah. He's got the
visor
hat.
The visors.
Yeah, you can turn it around backwards and upside down and be like Eminem of disc golf. Lane Kiffin looking ass. Yeah, that's what McCulley says. But yeah, if you use code CVPOD or CV, God damn it, CVP10, you're going to get 10% off. And anytime you spend over $50, if you pair with code SHIP50, you're going to get free shipping.
There you go. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. There you go. Hyzer Creep, good friend of the shows. This is our longest sponsor that we've had.
Been with us for a minute.
For a little bit. Now, you missed the pre-order for their Bound by Chains. I think that was the name of it. Yep. The design that they just dropped. But go there and which I don't know if you can. It'll come out and you can buy it, I'm sure. If not, then you missed your chance, because if you pre-ordered within that date, they were actually going to send you with the shirt a free actual lament configuration, but you use at your own risk. Because if you push the button and chains shoot into your cheeks and you open a portal to hell and Cenobites and all sorts of shit, it's bad. But
you're probably better off if you didn't pre-order, to be honest.
Yeah, because then you would be in eternal suffering. So yeah. But anyways, go over there and check out the rest of their shit. They got this Terrorizer t-shirt I really dig. It's the only thing that I don't have.
I like the purple. Just the purple with the knife through the disc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the logo.
I like that.
I do too. Keep it clean, simple.
Looks good.
Spooky.
Spook the fairways, haunt the nightclubs.
You can do it that way too. Well, I love these hoodies
there's our
as
homie
well.
Right there.
Yeah, there's James from Hyzer Creep. Everyone say hi to James. Hi, James. But yeah, if you use code CVPOD, you get 15% off over there with those guys. Go support them because they're awesome.
And last but not least, we got the Clip. The Clip is a training and warm-up tool that I love to use. It's changed the way I start my rounds. You just clip it on your disc there. Just like some people want to say it's like a baseball bat donut. You can take some good easy swings, get loosened up. You can use it to get your wrist worked out. I use it this real slow swings, real go swings. I like to use it to find my hit point on my forehands. That's a big thing for me.
I've used it for clothespins whenever I run out of them on the line.
Yeah, whenever I'm done eating my Cheetos and I don't feel like getting up because I'm fucking fat. I just grab my D-clip off my damn putter and I slap it on the Cheeto bag and it keeps them fresh.
Absolutely. And then you're watching you can throw them at their head because they are very heavy.
You ever had a stale Cheeto puff? It's fucking disgusting.
Sucks.
If D-clip can keep a Cheeto puff,
the clip
can keep a Cheeto Puff from going stale, it's well worth it.
It's worth the money. Yeah, just for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't buy it for like the working out or the benefits it could have in
No.
your disc golf game.
Keep your Cheeto Puffs fucking fresh.
You fat idiot.
You fat dork.
He also has chalk bags.
Yeah.
But he doesn't call them chalk bags. He calls them
chalk pockets.
the grip chalk pockets. And plenty of designs in there. Very cool. You stick your fingers in the pocket, little pat, pat, pat. Chalk doesn't fly over your friend's face. He doesn't get in a fist fight with you. And then you rip one right off the tee.
Yep. Next thing you know, you got a birdie.
There you go.
All bogeys, no birdies, baby.
But if you check, if you use, what's the code for that, Gibbs?
That is the CV pod.
Okay.
And that's a 20% off.
20% off. The best deal that we've talked about yet.
Yep.
Also,
racks.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice rack. Dude.
Disc racks, of course.
That's a nice
Hang
rack.
your children from them.
Yeah.
Or your discs.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Hang your clothes.
You could use it as a dish rack.
That takes up a lot. That takes up way less space than a treadmill.
Yeah.
And you can hang your clothes from it just like you do a goddamn treadmill.
Absolutely. You really could. Yeah, that does happen a lot.
CV pod for 20% off. Love you, Hans.
Yeah. All right.
FPO baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ezra Robinson.
There you go. His first Elite Series win.
Stoked for him. The Peach Pirate. Just it was emotional. He was crying a little bit. Like it's I don't blame him, you know.
No, of course.
He's worked his whole life for this. All his buddies bum rushed him. It was really cool.
It really was.
What a final round.
I thought it was awesome too to see. I don't know how long Isaac was there caddying for him, but had him with him on the bag. Well, he was wearing the bag, but Isaac was there and support.
Yeah, he shot at 12 down. 12 down final round.
12? I thought it was 13.
No, 12.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's still good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And that's 1080 unofficial, maybe official by now. I don't know. 1087.
Yeah, let's look here.
That's crazy. Like he was 3 strokes behind coming into today. AB had 3-stroke lead. And then there was what hole was it? 4? There was like a 4-stroke swing.
I believe it was. It was the one with the fence. Whatever hole it was with the fence on it, OB had, or OB, I called AB OB. That was an actual Freudian slip. That's his new name now.
OB.
Yeah, he had 2 OB throws, and Ezra birdied it instead.
Yeah.
AB took a 7. That's where the game changed. I mean, as soon as that happened, there was no catching up.
You know, a lot of people on the internet, they were saying, oh, AB trying to play safe. I don't know if he was. I don't know. Like maybe he was. Maybe he tried to take a different line than he had the 2 days before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he did. And they were like, that's the reason he played so well. Well, let me tell you, AB would have still had to shoot 9 down, which he shot 11 round 1, right? I'm pretty sure maybe 11 or 12, but like he would have still had to shoot 9 down just to keep up with the tie, Ezra. Yeah. I mean, that's just Ezra was just on one, dude.
Yeah, 11 down first round for AB.
Yeah, so he would have had to shoot that well to beat Ezra by.
He really lost all momentum at that stroke swing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He just couldn't really recover from there. He was missing short putts. After that, a few.
He made some long ones.
He still made some big ones too, but confidence, right? Maybe he got a little confidence thing.
Well, I just don't. I don't know. After that hole, I don't care how well he would have played. I don't think he was catching Ezra. Like
right, yeah.
Just like Ezra was just on one, dude. Like it was
because Ezra was leading by 1 after that.
Yeah. And he never slowed down. He never took his foot off the throw. Like he could have laid up some shots, and he was not. He was like, I'm burning all these fucking holes. Like he did not stop.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I did say I was going to pull for Ezra this year, and so obviously I get the credit for him winning because,
of course,
I did it. I mean, I did it, but like I love watching that kid play.
Yeah, sky's the limit. It was only a matter of time before he got it, and that's it doesn't matter what. Apparently, it doesn't matter what manufacturer you're throwing. There's no period of where you have to learn your discs.
They all make the same frisbees.
They all make the same frisbees. He could. I'm convinced that he played so well. He could have won that tournament playing with boomerangs. He was fucking. He was on fire.
Yeah, it's
and that's not the end.
It doesn't take these players that long, does it? It's wild how fast they can adapt. I mean, they're the best in the world.
Sure.
So I guess they should be able to, but like they adapt.
I was like won 2 world titles with Prodigy.
It's true.
I mean,
it's true. He still has his fingertips.
He's throwing Tupperware.
But like it is pretty wild how fast they. But he did go down under, and he played those tournaments down there. So he's had them. He's been playing with them for a while.
For sure.
But I mean, what a great one bogey all weekend at Olympus.
Yeah.
One bogey.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, he played very well. Both the last two lead cards for rounds 2 and 3 were all Discraft boys.
Yeah.
I know you love that.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to
be like that.
It's going to get to the point where I don't know, because it's such an individual sport. No one really gives that. Do people really give that
take
much
one of them out and put fucking Gannon in, and then it's going to, I mean, that's what it's going to be all year. Yeah. I mean, honestly, just take one of those guys out.
Paul.
No, I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's another thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But take one of those guys out and put Gannon in, and we're going to see it's just going to be cycling all year. I mean, it's that.
For sure. But I have heard people say, like, and you've made the comment, which I know you don't put.
Yes,
there you go.
That's an attaboy right there. Bob Giulio has assembled a fucking squad.
He really has.
I mean, a squad. Props to him. I'm not even a fan of Discraft plastic, but that team is insane.
It really is. But what I was saying earlier is like, it's such an individual thing. Like no one. I don't get caught up on who's wearing what jersey. Mm-hmm. I'm much more like, I like this person. Oh, I'm stoked when that person wins, or like,
yeah.
So Discraft, Schmishcraft, like they just happen to have everyone that's badass. Like, who really gives a fuck if Discraft owns them all?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. It doesn't bother me. I've seen people saying it's bad for the sport. Why is it bad for the sport?
Yeah,
it's good disc golf. Regardless. I mean, maybe it's bad for the other manufacturers. Yes, for sure. Because when people, if they don't have a favorite disc company or a favorite plastic and they're newer, or they don't care how the plastic feel isn't important to them, they see shit like that, they're going to migrate towards that company.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's just winners sell. You
Absolutely.
Know what I mean?
Now, the possibility, and we talked about this before, we're obviously not an original thought either, but the oversaturation possibility of their or what did you call it? Cannibalism.
Well, yeah. You got to feed everybody.
Sure. So there may be some of that. Like, you only like. Do you need everybody's signature zone?
No. I mean people can only buy one. You know,
right?
I mean? Yeah. Or most people. Some people can buy as many as they want. So, most people, if they want a zone, they're only going to be able to pick one.
But I will say, Discraft is really good about releasing very like it's not, they'll release a zone with the sparkle plat. You know what I mean? Like they have all these different interesting ways of releasing their discs that people they buy them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, the Buzzsaw was I'm sure it's killing still.
Well, I'm sure.
I've yet to buy one.
Ezra went 100% C1X and 100% scramble on the final round. That's a little stat for you. And then run through these attaboys real fast. Paul McBeth.
Yeah.
Just I think he's back, baby. I think he's back.
Yeah, I've thought that
1059 rated event.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
But I thought that his play kind of looked similar to what it was looking like at the end of last season to an extent. But yeah, I'm not counting him out, and I wasn't going to begin with. I don't necessarily think he's going to win many. But I wouldn't be surprised if
I think he wins. I think he wins 2 at least.
Okay.
I could be. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong, but I think he'll win.
No, I don't think that's an unfair statement. Like that sounds. I believe it. Yeah. And I'm a huge Paul sucker too.
Yeah, you like. You always like Paul.
I'm a big Paul fan, and at this point, it almost feels like you're rooting for the underdog.
Yeah.
You know, and him and Ricky. You know, like I was stoked to see him and Ricky. I mean, at some point, like fucking halfway through, or less than halfway through the final round, like you kind of just assume, not that far, but at some point you had to realize that Ezra was going to take it. And so you're looking at who's getting second place.
Yeah.
Like the race for second place. And I was like, oh shit, like is Paul and Ricky like.
I wish DGN would have did that instead of fucking Doss acting like, oh, if I was AB, I'd really be thinking, it's over, motherfucker. It's a 6-stroke lead with 3 holes left. It's done. Like, stop with the fucking acting like it's just first and second place battling here. Go to the third, the race for second place.
Yeah.
If I one bitch about DGPD or DGN this weekend, it was that, and it's always Doss for me. But like, leave it alone. It was over, and he just kept on and kept on and kept on.
Yeah, it's like he was leading by 7 strokes with like 4 or 5 holes left.
Yeah, like focus the energy to second place, the battle for second place. Don't take away from what Ezra's doing,
right?
But don't try to build it up as AB's got a fucking chance of catching him
for sure.
And fucking, I was just like, ugh,
there's no way.
Nope. Attaboys, Calvin Heimberg.
Yeah,
had a fucking hottie going, and then.
Absolutely, but still to climb up 9 spots that last round to get 5th place.
Yeah,
because his first 2 rounds were lackluster. I know, like I think 3 under and 5 under.
Yeah,
not to his standards. Saw a lot of low misses on Calvin, which you know
that's his thing.
Just comes with the territory.
Yeah,
but that's one of those irritating things for me too. Obviously, I'm not actually irritated, but when I see it, I'm like, how do you keep doing that? Why don't you try missing high? Like,
aim higher, dude.
Yeah, just aim a little bit higher.
And then one more little attaboy, Nico. He made some cash.
Nico made cash. He did.
We're gonna give Nico love every time he makes cash.
Of course, we're a Nico loving podcast, and you gotta give it all to Nico.
Before we wrap up the recap, thoughts and prayers. The Proctor, man. His elbow locked up on him. He had to leave DNF. I don't know anybody that doesn't like James Proctor.
No.
He just seems like a great dude.
I hope he got his elbow unlocked.
Yeah.
Hope he found the keys.
Found the keys to his elbow. Said he was going to the doctor, so hopefully we'll get a report and it's nothing serious.
For sure. He's one that you like to watch out there.
Yep. Well, everybody, that's our recap, and just keep your eyes open the next couple of days because we'll have something else dropping. We're gonna try a little new format with these quicker tournament recaps, and then have another episode later in the week. Well, we love you.
Bye.
Bye.